Welcome to the JusMusic Podcast. I'm your host, Jalen, and this is season 9 of the JusMusic Podcast. So a new season. Wow, 9 seasons. Unfortunately, my co-host, my partner in crime, Marco, is not on this episode. He's out DJing somewhere. Shout out to Millie Marco. Love that guy. But we have a superstar guest on the show. Um, I'm very, very honored and pleased to have her as a guest. She is legit what you call a superwoman. I mean, she's doing a lot of great things. She's a choreographer. She is a music artist. She is I believe, serial entrepreneur. Can we say that? I would, yeah, okay.
You got it. You
Yeah,
got it.
I believe that fits perfectly within your brand, your personality, and your style. But Meechy is the name. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome. I'm blessed.
Yeah. Was that introduction perfect? I really wanted to I was like, I gotta make this big because like you're doing a lot of great things. But so let's get into it. So we've been planning this for a little minute.
Yes.
And we so to give some context for the listeners, we met, what was that, 2 years ago or a year ago? We met at the barbershop. We met.
So it was maybe almost, it's about to be 2 years ago. So
Okay.
about a year and a half ago, right? When I just moved back home, because I was super bald headed then. Yes. And then we saw each other again after that.
Yes. So we met at the barbershop. Shout out to Mark, my barber.
All
Really,
right.
yeah, really
Let's go.
great barber. And then I think from there we uh we just connected because you're in the entertainment music world. I'm in the entertainment music world. And then you invited me to one of your events with the poor rich kids, right? And then I came out there, and it was one, a really cool event. It was something that I felt was, it had a lot of great things. There was a lot of cool stuff happening. There was merch vendors. There was rappers, singers. There was choreographers, and overall, it was a community. It was a
Yeah.
community of creatives, a community of individuals that all have a story, and
Mhm.
that's what I really, really liked about that. So, I guess we'll start there, right? Let's talk about poor rich kids because you have this big poster behind you right now. So,
A lovely banner. Yes. I
yeah.
had this for about 3 years. Yeah. So I am the CEO and the president of a nonprofit talent organization now known as Porridge Collective. I started us up 3 years ago. I was living in Colombia. I graduated from Benedict, my business degree. And one day I woke up randomly and spiritually felt like I needed to leave a corporate job I was working at Allstate. And that same day, I unintentionally ended up calling about 80 people about this idea I had since I was a kid. And I don't know what it was, it just spurred in me that day, but I kept calling different people. I remember this person from middle school. I remember this person from high school. I remember this person from college. This person was a good person. I think they would like this idea of, the startup of this organization, which I know would be very impactful in the world. And as long as they understand the mission and we're all aligned with the vision, the fact that it our lives are bigger than just self, So, and we lack collaboration in South Carolina specifically, and I wanted to be very intentional. So, 98% of my members are from South Carolina, so that's something I love to just, I guess, brag about because you know you don't really see that often. So, we have dancers, singers, poets, website designers, graphic designers, artists, painting artists. I have a member that does nothing with no arts, but she understands the mission in life, and she's our treasure. She's great with math more than I am. But Borge Collective is my baby. It's something I always cherish. It's my life mission. It's my ministry. We give back different ways to the community. We host creative community events, like you said.
Mm.
We have one coming up next weekend, 2 day tattoo kickback experience. It's going to be our sixth one that we've hosted. And it's going to be in Columbia Saturday and then Charleston at Citadel Mall. And what we do is have licensed tattoo artists come out. You can get a tattoo if you want, you don't have to, but overall the goal with all of our events is always networking. I'll cut the music off and make everybody introduce themselves, and it sometimes causes uncomfortable moments because everybody like, I'm here to turn up, and like I don't want to talk, or I'm not a speaker, but force them to be get used to being uncomfortable and building more of a community and socializing. The pandemic messed us up to the point where we just keep walking past people. We'll go to a party and not speak to nobody, barely. So being intentional with connecting with people, giving people platforms for them to perform and show their gifts. Some people, our events were the first time they ever performed live, and I feel like that's monumental for me, for PRK, and also for them. And then also giving business owners a platform to sell their merchandise and products. Same things for them. There's some people coming to our events and being a vendor. They've never been a vendor before. They've never gotten their logo made before. And I'm a business savvy girl, so I'm over here like, hey, I got graphic designers. You need a logo? That's important. Do you need a website developer? I got a marketing director that's on my team as well. Shout out to Khadijah Brown. And yeah, overall, like we go into the schools, we plan to just do more and more, feed our community, feed ourselves. I feel like you're only as strong as the person to the right and left of you. So if we all building each other up, you have a strength where I'm weak at. So why not us come together? And I'm very passionate about people. I love people, have a lot of grace for people. I feel like we're all God's children. So, and we're put on this earth to be together and do things together, build up his kingdom. So why not do that with the easy way to do it with our gifts that we naturally have. So that's pretty much Porridge Collective in a nutshell. I plan to just keep on wowing myself and wowing when we all get together. We're like, wow, we did that. We can't believe we did that. But it's a lot of work, but it's so worth it. So rewarding. It feels we're a tribe. We're a family. Outside of our bloodlines. Some people don't have a safe space to really talk to people or, hold people accountable. Real friendship. You gotta hold people accountable. Like, how are you doing with your business? How are you doing with your mental? Our pillars. We focus on community and also unity within community. We focus on the advancement of your mental, your physical, and emotional health. That's so big, and we lack that. Oh, we dismiss that a lot in our community. We focus on the advancement of performing arts and entertainment because a lot of us we have that easily. So uh, yeah, and also financial literacy. Yeah, I got my business degree, and still once I graduated, I was like, I still don't know about credit like that. So why let's how about we make group investments together? Let's buy some land together. That's the type of conversations we have. So and just we want to inspire the generations that's coming up behind us. Some of us within our organization are parents, so which we're not living for ourselves. That's a perfect example right there. So why not train our kids up? Those will be the next leaders within Porridge Collective. So that's us.
Man, we can end the interview right there. We don't have to do nothing else.
No,
But no,
no.
I mean, no, I mean that's facts. That's truth. That's law.
Mhm.
That's everything. Um, because what, and I can speak for Marco when I say this, but one of the reasons why we do this podcast is not just because you know when we first started doing this, of course we're passionate about music, like that's our whole thing, that's our bloodline. But then we started connecting with people. We started interviewing artists. We started interviewing different creatives in the music scene, and then it just formed and transformed into a community. Like and community is so important because like you
Mhm.
said,